Thank you very much for your time, Mr. President. We'd like to find out from you, what was the thought, what was the thinking that went into generating a competition for our under 19 players? I know you've got a special eye for the young and growing the talent. And I also know that you've done very well to get our under 17s a lot more competition and our under 15s as well. Is it basically the same thought that went into this maiden edition?
Well, I think that when we started, shall I say, the first phase of our journey into the revival of the Ghanaian game, we launched a crusade which we termed Fixing the Fundamentals, and making sure that the fundamentals of our football ecosystem is strengthened and made much stronger. And one of the key pillars was to revive Cole's football, and in totality to give weight and energy to youth football in our country. So you would also realize that in recent times we have amplified that strategy with what we have called the Power to the Youth strategy, okay, giving emphasis and energy to the youth of our country, because we believe that to create a very sustainable and reliable football ecosystem where players will have a reliable pathway from the bottom up to the top, there was a need for us to create the pathway very early, hence our decision to introduce the U15s and then U17s and now the U19s, which is a very critical age group in player development. Beyond that, we have introduced the age-specific national teams, just to make sure that all the national teams, age-specific, are given the needed attention. Today, you would find the assistant coach of the U19 here, Eric Bequin, scouting. You will find the head coach of the U20, Max Okonedo, here, scouting. And same strategy had been deployed during the U15 tournament and then the U17 tournament. We recently had the U17 tournament for girls. So we're giving power to the youth, making sure that we have a solid foundation, we have a clear pathway for talents to grow through the ladder, so to say, and to be able to feed our A national teams here. We're talking about the Black Queens and the Black Stars.
I see. Obviously laudable ideas that you have. One may want to find out, so how easy has it been adaptable, especially getting support to, as it were, keep you running the competitions at the age levels?
Well, I think that it's been very difficult, to be honest, to be sincere. It's been very difficult. But primarily, we've relied on our partnership with the FIFA, who have absolute trust in what we're doing. So, for example, with the U15 tourneys, FIFA came in handy to support us. The U17, KGL ever present to support us. And now with the U19s, we have MTN. MTN has been a partner of the FA for many years. You remember, we were together when we collectively revived the FA Cup in the 2010-2011 football season, and MTN has kept faith with the FA Cup from then up to today, and now they are also investing in our national teams, the Black Queens, Princesses, Black Stars, the Black Starlets, and the Elite U19 Championship. This is a platform that will enable our players who play in the second division leagues across the country to get the needed national and international attention. The games are being broadcasted by your good self. What that means is that every talent is being seen across the world. And when we speak about igniting passion and creating wealth, this is a clear example of what that means.
I see. Okay. I cannot leave you without talking about, and if you would pardon me, does this all tally in with the Catch Them Young Referees program? Because at every age limit competition, we have seen them perform, and they seem to be getting better and better, to the extent that we understand that there's been a lot of graduation from this level to the first divisions and even the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, I think that The Kadem Young refereeing strategy has been one of the, shall I say, most pivotal strategies that we have deployed over time, and I'm extremely happy about how it has turned out to be, even though I know that there's a need for injection of more resources. More resources here means cash resources, or shall I say money and human capital, so to say, because the kids definitely need more attention. But what we have done successfully has been the fact that we have brought on board these kids to every youth tournament that the FA has organized, yes. Be it U-15, be it U-17, be it U-19, like we have seen today. Yeah. The first generation from the Kadem Young are officiating the Women's Premier League in the Division 1 League and in the top flight. I mean, we saw Nations against Krobia, Kumasi, Asante Kotoko. We saw Dreams FC against Hearts of Oak. These are proud products from the Kadem Young, and I have always said that when I have served and gone, people remember me for the good things that I did for Ghana. Many decades ago, there was a man called Kwame Nkrumah who was never understood by the people of our country because of sometimes his weird policies that he rolled out. But today, you look through our country and you see the Temamoto Way, you see Akosomo Dam, you see the universities, and you are like, oh, who did this? Kwame Nkrumah. Okay, I'm not saying I'm Kwame Nkrumah, I'm Kurt, but I know that sometimes people do not really understand some of the things that we do, or people do not immediately appreciate some of the things that we do, or some of the decisions that we make. But over time, I think it's showing. I'm extremely happy that our Black Stars are back on the African continent after several attempts. And I've always said that given where we took Ghana football from, we'll have bumpy periods, we'll have tough periods, we'll have challenging periods, we'll have some failures, but we'll also have some joyous moments, and joy will come one day. And I'm happy the Black Stars are back on the African continent. The Princesses are on their way again, on their way to qualification to the Mondial. The Maidens will be back in the Grand Style. I mean, we took them to Malta for the tournament, and we know the kind of quality that exists in that U-17 girls team. The Black Stars are back at the Mondial, and I think the whole country is buzzing. I think generally we are having a very good period. I'm here wearing the Ghana Premier League shirt. This is to encourage the young lads that you see here today, that look, if they play well here at the second division level, they can come up here to the Ghana Premier League. And the Ghana Premier League, like I said in the beginning of my socials, is enjoying perhaps the best period ever, the best Premier League ever. By way of quality of play, by way of officiating, by way of the incentives to the clubs, by way of the visuals. I think that there's been massive improvement from what Africa is used to seeing from Ghana, and we are very happy. You go back to Division 1 and it's the same. I mean, the kind of motivation we offering to the leadership of our Division 1 club owners, our Women Premier League club owners, I think that we are in a new era of our game, and God being on our side, this success story will continue.
Thank you very much for giving us a little bit of your time. We know you are very, very busy with all the schedules and new ideas that you're coming up with. But we appreciate your time, and we can only support you from the media point of view with most of your success stories.
Prince, and in departing, let me say thank you to Max TV for all the support over the years. I think that if today people are enjoying domestic football, it's as a result of the massive investment from Max TV and your partners over time. It is something that I don't take for granted personally, and let's continue to work together. Between myself and you, I think I owe you a lot, but unfortunately I'm a poor man, not having too much resources to part away, but I'll continue to pray for you.
Thank you very much, sir. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.